points from the last 15. Is that all they could do, Sean, in this situation, with the unusual situation we've seen them in, is try and build slowly, and they've got a little bit of Premier League momentum now?
Yeah, that's the only thing they can do, and what is really there for them. I think City as a club in general, they always take game by game and they go into every game trying to get maximum points from that game. But as we know, through the blip that they had, that wasn't quite happening. But now they seem to be picking up points in pretty much a lot of the games they're playing now, and it's now just building onto that. And we know normally the back end of the season, they normally go on an amazing run anyway. So can they do that again? And is it going to be enough to keep him in that top four? They have to go out front foot. And I think they showed that today, coming back from 1-0 down against a good and strong Chelsea team. Because we have seen them this season alone have a Champions League setback in the week, and then that hangover carry on to the weekend in the Premier League. And that could have easily happened today, because they were 2-0 up in Paris and lost 4-2.
Yeah. And especially when they went 1-0 down. You know, you could possibly feel the crowd thinking, oh no, here we go again. As I say, a bit frail confidence. But no, they bounced back and they played particularly well. I really enjoyed watching them. I think Chelsea actually made it reasonably easy for them.
In what way?
Well, we'll look at the goals in a little while. But, you know, I'd be quite sceptical unless I've got someone like Saliba, or unless I've got someone like Van Dijk at the back.
Or Makelele in front of them.
I'm not sure I'd be leaving Erling Haaland one-on-one to basically manhandle defenders. I mean, he's big enough and strong enough to do that. And I think both the second and the third goals, Chelsea were happy just man-marking all over the place. Manchester City would sit deep in their own half, and all of a sudden it was just Haaland on his own against Chalobah or whoever the centre-half at the time was. And that's just a one-on-one. That's, like, really risky. And as I say, it happens a lot of the time. Arsenal do it, Liverpool do it, but they've got man-mountain centre-halves that got the speed, got the strength, and can do it. As I say, we'll have a look at it in a little while, but I thought Chelsea were a little bit naive at times.
Never happened when there was a Makelele in the team on your watch, of course. But were they a bit unprotected at times, that Chelsea back four today?
Yeah, I think they do a lot of mistakes today defensively. The positions, the way Michael said, Chalobah needs to with the central protect the one-on-one. I think they lose is about their own mistake. They can do better today, I'm sure.
OK, let's get some Manchester City reaction.
There's a lot in that. Impressive, would you say, given the injuries that you've had, what happened in midweek and the start to this match, the way you've come back and taken all 3 points?
Yeah, it was not the best start, and we were lucky that they couldn't punish us with the 2-0, but after that we recovered emotionally really, really strong. And we make a good performance, especially for the team we are playing. At the end we had more the ball than the last games, and that make us, to have chances to play. And the just 3 points, but of course in the situation that we are, and especially for the game, the final we have next Wednesday, so it was really important.
Kujanov, how is he?
He didn't speak English, so I didn't speak with him. We'll be fine. Understand, come for the first time, didn't make 1 or 2 training sessions. I don't want to push John because come from the injury, because I need him from Wednesday, and he will learn. As much he's aware of what happened, he will learn.
It is an education, isn't it? Football can be brutal as well in those moments, but when you made that substitution, the way that his teammates, the way that support staff, the way that the fans supported him, appreciated the composure that he managed to find once the nerves had settled a bit for him?
No, especially the players, how they were together. That's we talk a lot these days about that, and that was massively important, because in that moment any player can make a mistake, in that terms, and after that you feel alone is even tougher. So, and the fans, I know, the new players always support, and he's so young and come from many years, and he will learn.
And we saw glimpses of Mamouche and what he can do as well, and what positives you can take from that, and what he can take from that, from his debut today.
No, absolutely. Omar, have a tough opponent. James, physicality strong, and again, so just we'll talk about some images, some never could practice, but he made an incredible movement that the players in the middle could not see him. So I think Gundo and Kova and Bernie, they should be more clever in the movement at the high line than Chelsea had being in contact. But this question of time, that know each other, because at the end we don't know the movements of him or the movements he likes. They need time. So, but he plays 75 minutes good because again he cannot play on Wednesday and yeah. So it's important for them make a debut and win.
Relief maybe. Perhaps for you because of the manner in which you secured all 3 points as well in the position that you were coming into this match. How big a win is this over Chelsea?
Of course it is. Always is important against Chelsea. And of course we are the situation that we are. But now we are closer than Nottingham. But of course Bournemouth continues with impressive run. So there are a lot of teams in the margin from nothing. But our games at home. So we have today here, we have Newcastle, we have Liverpool, we have Brighton, we have Bournemouth, we have Aston Villa. All the teams that we are fighting for the Champions League, they come here to Etihad. And as much we will be stronger here, we have a chance to qualify.
And last question, I know you don't do business in the January transfer window, and this has been a one exception. Will you strengthen further with the remaining week or so?
I don't know.
You don't know? Would you like to?
I don't know. What I would like is to have my team like start this season back. I said many times. So we go to the market, maybe we'll do it in summer because we have unbelievable problems during 4 or 5 months in the beginning of the season. When more or less the team will be fit in terms of central defenders, holding midfielders, we are now gone to the market. So it's simple. So, and what happened, the club decide. This kind of things always the club cheeky, and the club decide what they have to do.
Pep, thank you.
To go, yeah, contrasting fortunes with the two debutants, but Marmoush, he mentioned that it's going to take time to find out his runs, but I think all three of you were very impressed with his movement today.
Yeah, I was very impressed. He looked very sharp. He looked exciting. Obviously, he's coming up against Reece James, who we know on his day is a fantastic fullback. Hard to beat. He tried to go past him. He went past him a few times. And his runs off the ball for me were really nice. The way he just guided in the middle and just kind of drifted in. But like Pep said, they have to build a chemistry between those players on the pitch. And once they get that and they notice his runs, he will get more from them in the game, I think.
And he could have a really great partnership. Kevin De Bruyne, I don't think Kevin De Bruyne is going to stay forever. It might be his last season, but I'd love to see Kevin De Bruyne in that inside right pocket with him making those diagonals they made. That could be a dream partnership for the second half of the season.
Yeah, indeed. He's already